education of every state is the education of its youth. A reminder from an Englishman, Coco Chanel. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As a young member of our community, we are empowered, comforted, and secured with education by the adults around us, for we are expected to be the successor of their influence. Hence, as growing up individuals, we are expected to be accountable and responsive to the state of the affairs in our community. Project Citizen is an ideal avenue of exercising our initiatives to participate and contribute to the improvement of our society. Thus, one of this is showing willingness to have solved the problems existing in our place. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure and honor to present to you the outcome of our research study about the existing major problem in our locality, the increasing number of out-of-school youth, and the actions we can contribute to overcome the said predicament.
We, the Project Citizen team of the LIBON Agro IHS have conducted a study about the existing problems in our locality. We have divided ourselves into 4 groups and identified 4 different problems that our community is facing: littering and loitering, smoking of minors, malnutrition, and the increasing number of out-of-school. After which, we gathered our group, talked about the identified problems, discussed its existence, and voted for the most serious one to be dealt with in our research project. After the weighted voting, we come up with our problem, which is the increasing number of out-of-school youth.
Researches and studies have shown that there are indeed many of the youth who do not able to attend schooling. We have observed that these youth are not able to attend school due to some considerable factors which we have found out during the conduct of our research. These factors really hinder the youth education by affecting their learning potential and their ability to surpass their ignorance. These noted factors are poverty, youth disability, negligence of parents, and poor self-motivation. One is poverty, which greatly affects youth education. With this kind of difficulty, youth are being forced to work to earn for a living. Another factor is being disabled, physically and mentally. Youth disabilities and state of being handicapped discourage them in continuing to study, though they can afford, due to the fear of rejection and isolation in the community circle. Negligence of parents is another. There are parents who are unmindful of their children in inculcating the value of education. More so, these children do not realize the learning importance. And lastly, poor motivation of the youth themselves is another possible cause of this problem. The youth never give full attention and concentration in learning activities, which lead them to stop schooling and just do anything that satisfies them. At present times, not only our country combats out-of-school youth problem, but also other countries worldwide. Basically, education is what the youth need. Since education is the only weapon they could have to overcome their difficulties and help them uplift their status in the community. The increasing number of out-of-school youth is still a major problem in our locality, despite the encouragement of the local government unit of our place to the parents to send their children to school by means of mayor's initiative in sponsoring scholars and putting up a community college that will benefit even the less privileged youth in our place. Our government is alarmed with this problem, for it conflicts the main goal of the Department of Education for the youth to have access to all educational opportunities by 2015, which is the Education for All Project, or the EFA. Young as we are, we believe that we have the power to help resolve this problem through our own simple way, with the guidance, full support, and supervision of adults, and the government and their education programs. After conducting this study, we have realized that though we are young, we have the power, or we have the ability to actively participate in dealing with the community affairs. As illustrated in our portfolio, it shows that there are innocently unmindful youth which do not realize the learning importance, and an emo image which denotes the trend of the out-of-school youth in our locality. And lastly, the atmosphere of a class of students which have the learning to self-improvement and life enrichment. In general, our illustration shows the big difference of education to those out-of-school youth compared to those who are learning in school.
To combat the problem, we have learned that there are existing policies which are implemented by the government, one of which is the EFA, or the Education for All. It is a global movement led by UNESCO aiming to meet the learning needs of all children and youth and the adults by 2015. These are the goals of it. Expand early childhood education, provide free and compulsory primary education for all, promote learning, life skills for young people and adults, increase adult literacy by 50%, achieve gender parity by 2005, gender equality by 2015, and improve the quality of education. The EFA goals also contribute to the global pursuit of the 8 Millennium Development Goals, especially the MGD2, Universal Primary on Education, and MGD3 on gender equality in the education.